What's good, Tab Fam? If your singing sounds bad to you or whoever you're singing to, 99% of the time, it's because you're doing one single thing wrong. I'm going to give you 2 examples of me singing, one wrong, one right. Can you figure out why one example sounds better than the other? Here we go.
Working dawn to dusk, blisters on my hands, loading hay upon my truck, meeting life's demands. Working dawn to dusk, blisters on my hands, loading hay upon my truck, meeting life's demands.
After listening, which one was worse? Yeah, almost everyone would say the second one was way worse. But that's not the end of the story here. What many singers ignore is the why. So, could you identify why the second one sounded worse? It wasn't my vocal tone. It wasn't my pronunciation of the lyrics, and it wasn't even my pitch. The culprit was specifically my intonation. You can play the right notes or frets on a guitar, but if a string is out of tune, it sounds terrible. But if that same note is fixed, it sounds great. Fixing and improving your intonation will be the absolute, undisputed difference between you sounding great and sounding terrible. But there's a roadblock. Pitch and intonation are 2 completely separate things in singing, and when you can't tell the difference, you end up not knowing what to fix, leaving you stuck sounding bad. Here's a quick analogy to help separate pitch and intonation. In darts, hitting the bullseye is worth 50 points, but in a game where you need to score exactly 301 points to win, no higher, and your current score is 299, then hitting the bullseye is a bad thing, because you don't get the exact score you needed to win. You shouldn't have aimed at the bullseye. What did you need to aim for? The 2. When you're not sure of what note to aim for, or you unintentionally aim for the wrong note, that would be an example of your pitch being wrong. But that's not why the second example didn't sound good. It didn't sound right because I had poor intonation. Intonation is like knowing you need to aim for the 2 on the dartboard to win the game, but you accidentally threw your dart a little lower than you meant and hit the 17, causing you to still not win the game. But it wasn't your lack of knowledge on what to aim for that caused you to lose. Instead, it was specifically your accuracy that needed to be improved. That's exactly what happened in that second example. I knew the notes I needed to sing, but my aim wasn't close enough for the note to sound good. Pitch is the note you choose to sing, while intonation is how close you are to that intended note. Okay, so I'm going to give you some ways right now to work on your pitch and intonation so that you can have a guaranteed path to not sounding bad when you sing. How do you improve your pitch? Practice your intervals. A musical interval is the distance between 2 notes or pitches. I'll take you through a guided exercise right now to practice a few of the super common intervals that you'll sing in your songs. By doing this exercise, you'll teach your throat and ear to more accurately measure the distance between notes so that when it's time for the song, you'll be more accurate. All you have to do is sing the syllable na with me. You'll understand the timing right after I start. Here we go. Na 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 na. Also, for free, you can visit musictheory.net to practice your intervals by going to exercises, then ear training. My recommendation is to start with a few intervals and gradually add more to both get better at identifying the interval with your ear and physically singing the interval with your throat. This website is free and I use it in my one-on-one lessons with my students every week. I also have a more step-by-step walkthrough of intervals and other pitched exercises in my one-time purchase singing course. But for now, let's move on to an exercise you can try in this video to help your intonation. So, for better intonation, you need to hear the note you're supposed to sing within the chords that are played in your accompaniment, whether that be a piano, guitar, karaoke track, or whatever. What I'll do is play a single note first and match my voice with it like this. Na. Then after matching, I'll play the chord to surround my voice like this. Na. To let my ear and throat get used to blending with the chord. If you do this regularly, you'll find that your voice learns to snap in tune with whatever chord is being played. What does this mean practically for you? Your intonation improves and takes you from this down downtown to this. Downtown. Here's the exercise. Use the syllable na again. Here we go. Na. 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 If you play guitar, you can do this exercise for yourself by holding a chord, playing a single note within your chord, then strumming your chord to surround your voice the same way like this. Na. Randomize the exercise with a capo if you want to experiment with different vocal ranges and keys. That being said, we have a fully polished version of this exercise in my Singing Secrets course that walks you through several different ranges, different parts of the chord, and of course, is for both male and female voices. Using my course, it only takes 1 minute and 25 seconds per day to improve your intonation. Also, the course costs less than 3 to 4 lessons with most vocal coaches, and you can do these and 58 other lessons, explanations, demonstrations, and more literally any time of the day, any day of the week, forever. It's not one of those funny cash grab monthly subscription things. It's just a one-time purchase. Go check out the course. You won't regret it. So now, using these exercises from the video, you can work towards never singing the wrong note again by improving your pitch, and you can work on your intonation to sing those notes more accurately to sound better immediately. Here's the full verse and chorus of that song I showed earlier to showcase great pitch, intonation, and tone. At the end of the demo, I'll give you the video you should watch that helps your tone right away. Anyway, here we go.
Working down the dusk, blisters on my hands, loading hay upon my truck, meeting life's demands. But it's all the same old stuff, nothing's ever new. Yeah, this old life, it's kinda tough, and I wish I was with you. So I'm headed downtown, 'cause that's where my girl is headed. Downtown wasn't what I had intended. Downtown, ain't enough time to get myself ready. Downtown, I'm headed there tonight.
For my Singing Secrets course, click the link in the description. For the video on how to make your tone better right away, click here. Thanks for watching. Later, Tam Fam.